Hello! Today we're going to do elimination, lesson 15. Another name is addition method or linear combination method. So in the first example, it says use elimination to solve this. Now remember, when we eliminate, just like the name says here, we're going to be adding. And what we want to do is eliminate. What do we want to eliminate? One of the two letters, because we have X and Y, and we can only work with one of the letters. So what I want to do is I want to choose one of the two letters and then have the same number and its opposite. So in this case, if I want to get rid of the X, I need to look for the least common multiple for 3 and -2, which in this case is 6. So I need to multiply the 3 times 2 and the -2 times 3. Now if I do that, I'm going to multiply all of the numbers times all of the terms, both on the top and also on the bottom. So in that case, we're going to have 6x plus 4y equals 46. And then on the bottom, I'm going to have -6x plus 9y equals 6. Now notice that since I'm going to add, when I add these two, the first one is going to cancel. The -6 plus 6 is 0. So now we only add the y's, which is 13y, and this is 52. And then I divide 52 divided by 13, and the answer is 4. So we found the value of y. Now I go back to one of these two, whichever I want. I'm going to work with the one on the top to find x. And I'm going to substitute the value of the y that I just found. I found that y is 4, so I changed the y for a 4. And now I just solve this equation as usual. 2 times 4 is 8. And then I pass the 8 to subtract. 23 minus 8, which is 15. And then the 15 divided by the 3, which is 5. Now remember that in this case, since we're finding a point where these two lines are meeting or intersecting, then my final answer is x and y. So 5, 4. It has to be in a parenthesis to say that that is a point. All right, let's look at another example. In this case, let's say we want to get rid of the y's. I can decide x or y, it doesn't matter. But let's say to try another one, that we're going to get rid of the y's. So in this case, the LCM of 4 and 3 is 12. So I want both of them to be 12, but one positive and the other one negative. Now, since these are both positives, I need to multiply 1 times a negative. Let's say we're going to multiply this one times -3 and this one times +4. So the one is positive and the other one is negative. So when I multiply the top times -3, I get that. And when I multiply 4 times all that other line on the bottom, I get -16x plus 12y equals 60. Now notice that when I add these two, the y's are the ones that are going to cancel because we have a positive 12 and a -12, so they cancel each other. And then if we add -16 plus -9 is -25x. Now notice that in this case, I'm going to have -60 plus 60, that's a 0. So in this case, when I divide 0 by -25, the answer is 0. Now I'm going to do the same, and I'm going to choose one of the ones on the top. Let's say I choose the one here, and I'm going to change the value of 0 to find the value of y. 4 times 0 is 0, and the 3y equals 15. So I pass the 3 to divide, and 15 divided by 3 is 5. So the answer is 0,5. And that's it. Another very simple exercise. Just make sure you review these so that you can do it very easily. Have fun.